I'm Sinead O'Brien. Thanks so much for watching Music News.
Sinead O'Brien, great to see you. Just played a great show here at the British Music Embassy at South by Southwest. How did it feel?
Thank you. Yeah, it was really fun. There was a really, really good energy in the room. I've actually spent like the last couple of days here watching other bands and kind of sussing out the stage. And I think I slowly climbed towards this like momentum that I wanted to have on the stage. And I felt very like gritty and like satisfying, and yeah, really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Is it maybe, I don't know, was it the costume? What
the costume? This is a costume costume. I like that. This is a dress that I borrowed from a London label called Shapova Valowena, and I liked it because it looks kind of like something from Woodstock that then you bury in mud, take it up and then stud the whole thing, which is the best part.
Yeah, there's something medieval about it.
Yeah, but that's just me though. Maid Marian. I have this like, whatever I put on, I have this like thing. My mum was like, Maid Marian, always.
That's a good look. And I mean, everyone appreciated it, fed off the energy in the room. You know, the music's going down so amazingly well. When is the new album?
New album is June 10th. Yeah, it's out in Chess Club Records. I can't wait. But like songs are dropping in the meantime as well. So we've had Holy Country just a couple of weeks ago, just one from the album. That was quite fun to drop in this order because it showed a kind of a different like taste or like temperature, I think is more accurate, to what's to come. And there's something coming really soon now as well, which we didn't play tonight, so it's quite. Yeah, I like to like change the set and keep some things back depending on the room, so we make quick calls also.
Oh really? So
Julian and me were like talking in the middle of because I wanted to do the last one. It's something I'm really enjoying. It's a new one called Like Culture. It's on the album, it's not out yet, but I really needed to do that tonight because I felt like after Working Men's Club, that felt like definitely want to get the set to that. It's more dancey, and it's kind of like it's got a really dirty Lindrum machine at the beginning of it, and like our producer Dan Carey, like we worked on that for a long time. That sound, the whole thing was getting that sound, and then everything else was easy.
Well, I mean, what is your process? You know, how does the song come together?
Yeah, like the studio process is a whole like thing in itself with Dan and the boys and me. But writing. So like I kind of have this annoying relationship where I pretty much force myself every morning to like get to my desk. I put myself in my desk and I just do. And I mean, sometimes it's journaling, sometimes it's kind of these confessional things, sometimes it's a short story or a fictional story. Other words, I sometimes do automatic writing just to like loosen myself up and stop thinking about songs. Very often, I always try to keep it really loose, so I'm not getting like too stuck in like what has been or what I think is coming, basically. But I do that every day, more or less. Like it's
but
like
when does the song sort of
when does it start to form?
Out? Yeah.
Like I kind of have to go back to my words in a different state of mind. So I treat myself like an editor some days. I'm like, who wrote that? Wonderful, I have to deal with this now. But some days I come back and I read through stuff and I'm like, okay, this already has body, and I could take this to somebody who makes dance music or somebody who has an acoustic guitar. If I can picture it with many different types of like a basis underneath, then it's ready to take to Julian and an Oscar, basically. I have to be able to like see that it can go anywhere in order to take it anywhere. Yeah.
And sort of going somewhere. Yeah. When are you coming to London, UK?
Yeah, I live in London. So tour is in September and October, the album tour. We may have like some sporadic things coming up before, but yeah, September and October is the long haul. I wanted it to be like quite chunky, so it is.
Any festivals?
Yeah, lots of festivals coming up. I think Great Escape might be one of the quite soon ones, actually. Check my Instagram.
Yeah. We will. Thanks a lot for your time. It's been great. But for someone that hasn't quite got into you yet, what 3 songs would you say, check these out, they sort of sum you up as an artist?
Yeah, I think Girl Kind, because it's quite like the full length version is quite, I feel like you have to be kind of brave to like deal with it, because it's got a lot of matter to deal with. It's wordy, it's like lyric heavy, and I'm proud and brave, and like, you know, I'm that, like, that's kind of, I want that to be like digested over time. It's not a quick soundbite, that's not what I'm like. So that one would be like front and center at the moment for me. Thinking kids stuff is, I think that's kind of like my spirit. I think I can come across quite serious sometimes, but when I'm with my friends or with my family, I've got quite a light energy sometimes, and I kind of like almost lifting off the ground. I'm quite like happy and hyper, so that song is kind of that part of like me as a person. I like taking on time actually as kind of like a counterbalance to what's coming in the album, because one of the first things we did also obviously links into the title, which is like Time Bend and Break the Barrier, but it's got kind of like, there's like a dichotomy and like a relationship between those two things, and yeah, I think that's definitely a good like a way to see like progression, but also like a thread carried through. Yeah.
So, I mean, where did you get the title? The title
of the album?
Yeah.
It's quite weird. It sounds like another language, doesn't it? I never, yeah, I can't, like, it's quite hard to explain the title. I think when it comes out, there'll be like a digestion for me as well, in order to like see how it, I always need to see things reflected against like the reality of how it is when it's out. It's different when I'm in my room writing it. It hasn't yet, like, I haven't talked about it enough yet to actually know it fully myself. But the title is from a song on the album called Multitudes, which is about creativity and like self kind of sabotage, and there's all these lines about annihilation, and like there's kind of a real chase in it. It's a bit like a thriller. It's not like Thriller, it's like a thriller. But yeah, there's these like refreshing kind of lines which come in and kind of rescue it, and they're like, for me that's creativity. Like I said to you, I do my writing every day, and it's like my keeping everything clean, like, and going.
Well, thank you very much for your time. It's been absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Anything else to say to Music News watchers out there?
Watch me.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you so much. It was fun.